Hello everybody, Rebel RX is back. You're watching Rebel RX. Welcome back. Okay, welcome back to Doki Doki Fallen Angel Part 7. Now, at the time I am recording this, I didn't get an episode out yesterday as it was quite a busy day. I was tired out and sore from work and whatnot. So we're finally into Act 2. I forgot what the name of the act was called, but anyway. Oh, that's funny. I awakened in my own bed today. That's funny too, as I just woke up myself not too long ago. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Yuri and I didn't read together last night, so she's still at her place. That's what they call it now? Reading? In fact, we haven't talked much this past week after I told her I'm taking her to a doctor. Yuri sees herself as some sort of freak. I'm sure taking her to a psychiatrist probably doesn't help that image. Nevertheless, this is important. I text Yuri to remind her after school we're meeting the psychiatrist. I look outside my window. It's a bit foggy, but that's not going to stop me. I continue my boring routine of showering, brushing my teeth, and getting dressed. What to eat, what to eat. I repeatedly open and close different cabinets, lowering my standards with each one. Cereal it is. I grab a bowl and pour myself some cereal. I then open the fridge. No, I'm out of milk. This has got to be the worst day of my life. Maybe I can find a substitute. Pull out a jug of... Bruh. Okay. Who puts orange juice in the cereal? Okay. Last class of the day, and it's almost over. I stare blankly at the clock, watching the seconds tick away. The teacher says something or other about World War II. I don't need to know history. I have my future all figured out. I'm going to write a song and become a famous musician. Good luck with that, buddy. I already had the first line down. Gucci gang. Bruh. Duh. I guess I'll just repeat that line a dozen more times and call it music. The bell rings, appears the school day is over. I told Yuri I would meet her in front of the school. I take a shortcut. I take a shortcut through the courtyard so I can meet up with Yuri. My mind is going a mile a minute right now. I have no idea what will happen when I bring Yuri to this doctor. Rebel? Is it Yuri or... No, it is Monica! Okay. Hiya, Rebel! Hey, Monica. Where are you going? Boy, I'm going home. I don't know why you should ask, as it is none of your business. You're not the one hanging out with me, after all. Oh, same. Well, if you don't have any plans, then you wouldn't mind walking me home. I stand there dumbfounded. Why would Monica all of a sudden want to walk home together when we haven't even spoken in a month? It's not like we left on good terms either. I'm actually about to go somewhere. You said you're headed home. You said you're headed home. You want to lie to me, would you, Rebel? No, it's just that... I look around for an escape route. In the distance, I see a tall purple figure near the gates of the school. I look back at Monica. Her eyes follow mine, and she also spots the purple figure. I see! Monica, I didn't mean to lie to you. I'm sure you didn't, Rebel. I'll go ahead and let you walk home. Bye. Bye, Felicia. Monica trots off. Without another thought, I make a break towards the gate. I'm here. There you are. I was getting worried. Sorry if I made you wait. I got caught up trying to take a shortcut. I guess it turned into a long cut, huh? I let out an awkward laugh, but Yuri still retains her nervous expression. Perhaps long cut wasn't a very good word choice. Take her hand, hold it softly in mine. Yuri, look at me. It's gonna be okay, I promise. Alright, here it is. I look at the clock above the doorway. Right on time, too. Doctor should be out here any second. As soon as I finish my sentence, a man walks out the office door. He's an older gentleman with black hair that has started to gray. He wears an outfit you'd see in one of those fancy, expensive magazines. Nice dress shoes, a pristine three-piece suit and tie, and even a gold watch. Dr. Peter Langton, psychiatrist. It's a pleasure to meet you. You must be Rebel, correct? Yes, sir, and this is Yuri. He holds out his hand to Yuri. Oh, this is awkward. After a few seconds, Dr. Langton lowers his hand. Plankton! Oh, that's fine. It's okay to be nervous around a doctor, I know. But I want you to know that there's nothing to fear. This is a safe place. As soon as I get my hands on the Krabby Patty formula... You'll never catch me, Krabs! I'll have to shift into maximum overdrive! I can hear it in my head how Plankton sounds, but like... I could never do the voice. He raises his arm as if to display his offense. So how about we step through that door and begin the session? Alright, let's go. Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but for now I wish to speak only to the young lady here. What? Really? Just for now. Perhaps in later sessions you can join in, but for the first time it's better to be one-on-one. Because she'll be hiding the Krabby Patty formula, and I want to know if she knows it. Excuse me. I decide not to argue. Okay, I'll wait here. Thank you for understanding. He turns to Yuri, who hasn't spoken a word since we've arrived. Shall we step inside? Doc, you mind if I talk to her in private a second? Not at all! Take your time, I'll be in the office for whenever you're ready. He steps back into his office and closes the door. What are you thinking right now? I can't do this. Don't say that. I put my hands on her shoulders. Listen to me. You're a strong girl. You can get through this. I'll be right here waiting the entire time. Dr. Langton only wants to help you. But I need you to cooperate. If not for him, or for you, then do it for me, Yuri. Yuri stares blankly at me. Okay, I'll do my best. That's all I ask. I give her a hug and she steps into the office. I guess I'll just sit here then, twiddle my thumbs, maybe, I'm not gonna go there. I take a seat and look around. The waiting room is full of motivational posters, pictures, and other stupid stuff. I look at the wall next to me. This certificate goes to Dr. Peter Langton. Blah, blah, blah. Stanford University. Blah, 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 blah. Seems this guy really knows his stuff. Because he's looking for the Krabby Patty formula! For the first time in a month, I think I can finally relax. I'm finally getting Yuri the help she needs. What the? I pull out my phone to see I received a text from an unnamed number. You can protect her forever. The hell? They're the same person from a few weeks ago. What could they possibly want? Why do I have a feeling it's Monica, though?
Don't worry. Once she's gone, we won't have to worry about her. It's not like anyone would care.
This has gone too far. I furiously typed back a response. Listen, I don't know who you are, but if you don't stop texting this number, you will have some serious problems.
You should have done someone. When you know you can't back up anything you say. Rebel.
This person knows my name. My hands are shaking at his. Why do I have a feeling it's Monica? Who is this?
You will know soon enough.
I shut off my phone to prevent any more messages. Who is this person? I missed the line, whatever it said. Dr. Langton and Yuri walk out the office. Is Saya... Ah. Okay, so... Why would it be Sayori, though? That's the... No, like, My best guess is that it's Monica. Okay? Pushing aside my thoughts, I stand up to talk to him. Give it to me straight, Doc. Your friend is in good health. I look at him quizzically. Really? Earth. She has a common case of social anxiety. It's fairly common, nothing to get worked over. Perhaps we could schedule another meeting so I can learn more. So what do we do? There are cases where, with age, the anxiety eventually fades away. There are also therapies, medical professionals such as myself that are willing to help. Simple as that? Simple as that. He gives me a reassuring smile. Thanks, Doc. What about her, Know what? I look over at Yuri, who was standing awkwardly at the door. She didn't tell him about her cutting. Doc, what exactly did you talk about? I'm sorry, but that's private information that I'm not allowed to disclose. Patient confidentiality. There's an annoyed pitch to my voice when I recite that term to him. Of course, if she chooses to confide that information to you, that's her choice. Thanks, Doc. My pleasure. I give him one last handshake and escort Yuri out the building. The rest of the walk home is quiet, just like the atmosphere. Neither of us choose to talk to each other. I can't believe I did all this effort to help Yuri and she does this. Can't even tell someone what's wrong with her. I need to calm down. It's not her fault. I should have been aware this would happen. I shouldn't have forced her to see a psychiatrist. We walk into the house and Yuri takes a seat on the couch. I stand awkwardly before taking the seat next to her. I have to apologize. Yuri, I'm sorry. She buries her face in her hands and begins to cry. I disappointed you, just like I do with everyone else. I place my arm around her. No, Yuri. I failed you. I have failed you, Yuri. I have failed you. I should have known better than to force you into something like that. She lifts her head and stares at me. Her lavender eyes are puffy with tears. No, you were right to help me. I want to go back. Can you schedule another appointment? Really? I know this is what's best for me, and if you're by my side, I think I can get through it. I'll always be by your side, Yuri. I take her hand and intertwine it with mine. Can you do me a favor, Rebel? Of course. I don't know how to go about explaining everything to the doctor. Well, I'm all ears if you need me. Thank you. Somebody's mashing the same key over and over. Yuri takes a moment to collect her thoughts, an action I see her do quite often. Do you know why I do it? I'll guess in order to feel some sort of control over your emotions. You're not too far off. For all my life, I've allowed people to be the glue, the stitches, and the bandages that hold me together. Every time they've reopened without fail. I was only a small girl when I first witnessed how unforgiving this road can be. My mother and father were arguing non-stop. I was scared that one day they may even hurt each other. I used books as a coping mechanism. I would hope that I could drown out my own reality and enter a new one. Eventually, my dad left my mom and I. My mom had to pick up an extra job to support us. Even with all that happening, I just continued to repress my feelings and read my books. That's how I've lived my life until... She pauses again to catch her breath and collect her thoughts. High school has been the worst years of my life. Everyone is so cruel and selfish. She stares deeply into my eyes. Or that's what I thought until I met you. But even so, the kids at school would always call me foul names or spread rumors about me. Boys would always pick on me, or stare at me when I walked by, or call me obscene names. She's starting to panic. I can see the fear in her eyes grow with each sentence. Yeah, I think we should stop here for now. No. I need to get this out. Please. Tears continue to glide down her cheeks. I slowly nod and allow her to continue. I didn't know any other way to get rid of the pain inside. There's no such thing as a cure for pain. I had to find a way to release it somehow. I try to understand what she's saying. Sal was right. It's a coping mechanism. It was at first. At first? At first I was really scared. But the moment I first did it, the feeling of the blade splitting into my skin, the cold steel gliding across my arm, the beauty of the crimson streams flowing down my arms, it was exhilarating. It no longer became a way to deal with the pain. I had been seduced by it. It almost felt good to cut. I knew it was bad, but I couldn't stop myself. My mind was already lost. I wasn't strong enough to stop the urges. I get a feeling in my body I didn't understand, screaming at me to let go of everything I'm feeling. When I do it, it feels like I'm in my own world. The same feeling as when I'm reading a book, except the words are written in red. And the blade is my pen. But a book eventually ends. My arm could heal. And I could continue to relive that moment of true freedom continuously. This is worse than I thought. I always thought it was just a way for her to cope with life, but now I see more of it as some type of drug. She's formed an addiction to it. Yuri, this is a lot to take in, but I just want to say, I don't blame you. What? None of what happened is your fault. I wrap her hand in mine. We can't control what happens in our lives, and sometimes we can't control how we feel. Sometimes it feels as if there's a force stronger than us, pulling us and tempting us to do horrid things. Like puppets attached to strings. I'll never understand what goes on inside your head, and I'm okay with that. Because I still stand by my promise to never leave you. Together we can solve your problems. I'm starting to tear up myself. Yuck. Another thought crosses my mind. Yuri, where do you get your knives? If you're referring to what I used to cut, I have a knife collection. A knife collection? There's not a knife. Now that's a knife. I've been hiding it. I've been hiding it whenever you came over, because I thought you would get mad and find it unlikable. In any other case, I would think a knife collection is cool. But for Yuri's sake, it's not good to have. Yuri, I'm sorry, but you have to get rid of your knives. What? She thinks it over for a while. You're right. I know it only adds to the temptation, but it's so hard. That's what she said. I know it is, but trust me. If you really want to get better, the best thing to do is throw away any temptation. Promise me you'll throw out your knife collection. Tears continue to pour. She's cried so much, I thought her tear ducts would be drained by now. She slams her head into my chest and continues to cry. I run my arms around her. It's alright, Yuri. I promise to never let anyone hurt you again. Rebel, you've heard my story. You see now that I'm just a monster. I'm weak. I can't control my emotions. I take all my pent-up feelings and release them onto my own skin. How can anyone think that's okay? No one can. Huh? She looks up at me, her soft eyes locked onto mine. Ugh. Ah, crap. Because it's not okay. Or because it's okay. But it's also not okay for me to sit idly by unless you continue to hurt yourself. That's why I'm not going to stop until you're better. But why? Because, Yuri. Everything around me becomes blurry. The only thing I see is her. Because... Ah, Yuri. I love you. I said it. I said the words I would never believe would leave my mouth. Love. What an alien word to me. You know, to be honest, I was never one to chase love. If I'm being honest, my biggest fear was that I'd be alone all my life. I would just grow old and die alone. But to this day, at the time I'm recording this, I have a wonderful fiance who is my everything. She's more than I could ever ask for. And I will love her with everything I have to the day I die. And just like Rebel in game promised Yuri he would never leave her, I made that same promise to my fiance that I would never leave her. So, if my fiance ever sees this video, if she ever watches this video, if you get to this part of the video, babe, I just want you to know I will always be here for you no matter what. I hate when I get all emotional during video games or recordings and stuff. Ugh. Anyways, let's continue the story. That's the only word I can think of in this moment. I feel as if everything that's happened this past month hasn't let out. I love you more than anything. I don't feel like it's Rebel talking to Yuri no more. Ugh. When you love someone, you don't give up. Rebel, I love you too. Yuri wraps her arms around me and leans closer. Thank you. You can thank me once I collection is thrown away. I give her a quick smile, but she closes her eyes and continues to lean in. Oh. Why does our character's hair kind of look like mine? Why does it kind of look like mine? All my senses are immediately overwhelmed. The taste of vanilla on her lips, the faint scent of lavender in her hair, the sound of true ecstasy as my heart beats in my chest, her arms around me and mine around her. It's just Yuri and me in this single moment in time. There's an odd feeling in my stomach. Perhaps it's butterflies? I can't describe it other than it's somewhat comforting. No, it's because I haven't eaten. I need food, dang it! Like all my worries have been washed away, Yuri pulls away. What felt like eternity was only a few seconds. That feeling continues to stay. We sit in silence for a moment. I guess it's my turn to thank you. You can thank me. You can thank me after you schedule my next appointment with Dr. Langton. He throws me a soft smile, and for a moment I feel like everything will be alright. A few days later. A few days later. Alright, ladies and gents, that is all the time that I have for this episode. I thank y'all so much for watching. If you enjoy the content, please do drop a like. I know it's not what I know this series is not what I had originally planned on doing, but I'm making do with what I have. Guys, y'all have a great day, great night, whatever time it is that y'all are watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves out there.